Now, at last year's Affinity Iftar dinner, some of you may recall we had the very distinguished guest, Enes Kanter from the USA, the NBA basketball player, join us for an address. Tonight we have another special guest who's been flown in from Melbourne to be with us. Please put your hands together for young professional cricketer, former KPMG consultant and CFA candidate, Peter Hatzoglou.
Well, Hazy, we love it when we have a guest come in studio, and it was a massive BBL for our next guest. Pete, thanks for stopping by and congratulations.
Hatzoglou, yeah, he likes it. Gets the big wicket of Stoinis.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
It's hitting in line with that off stump.
I wanted to take the time today to welcome you to Australia. All of Australia supports you coming here, and most of us would love to see more Afghanis come. Just like you, my grandparents emigrated to Australia.
Length was impeccable.
He's got a lot of his tacking the stumps, skidding off the pitch.
He's loving the big bash. There's talk about IPL.
Bowl fast and bowl into the wicket and slide them on and swing them a bit as well. So that all sort of works in my favour.
Oh, that's out. Sure is. First ball. Line from the over. Final ball. Gibson's bowled. Wraps it on the pads.
Oh, that's out. Beautifully bowled Hatzoglou. Oh, what about this from the Renegades? This is superb bowling.
All I had in my mind at the time was, look, once you step over the line, I suppose it's just a regular game of cricket.
Tipping out on the leg side. Takes away the offside. Wicket first ball. Webster with the catch. Maddinson is done, and Hatzoglou continues his good form in the surge. 5 for 1-1-1. Go, Peter!
I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of you, my friend.
Hope so.
Peter Hatzoglou joining us.
It's a bit of carry on there, isn't there? Sorry about that. I'd like to start by acknowledging the First Nations people of the Eora Nation, the Gadigal people, including their elders, past, present and emerging. I'm a Victorian. I'm here in New South Wales Parliament. Cousin Ahmet, thank you for helping me get here. Look, I'm not going to stand here today and ponder the world's truths. I'm not going to speak as if I have all the answers or some sort of incredible intellectual ability to dissect and analyse the way forward. What I can speak about today is my journey into cricket. My surname is Hatzoglou. I've got a Greek and Slavic Macedonian heritage, and my grandparents can only just speak enough English to get by. My dad, Nick, started playing cricket as a youngster in Melbourne's West. He was included and embraced by the mostly white Anglo-Saxon members of the Sunshine Heights Cricket Club in the 70s as a child. And eventually, he went on to become a life member of the club and the club's longest-serving player and volunteer. I studied finance at Monash University, and prior to my cricket career taking off, I was working in the investments industry. To embrace a kid like my dad and get a club president, player, life member, it's a pretty good return on investment. You also got my mum, Susan, who volunteered, and my 3 younger brothers, Max, Leo and Alexander, who play as well. For me, that's what social inclusion sort of amounts to. Ray Dalio, he's an American guy, probably like the number 2 investor behind Warren Buffett. I don't really know, but anyway, of late, I've come across his book. It's called The Principles for Dealing with the Changing World Order, Why Nations Fail and Succeed. In this book, he analysed the world's empires over history and describes this cycle. I'm going to read exactly what the cycle is so I don't get it wrong. First part, peace, prosperity, productivity. Second part, financial bubble, the big wealth gap. Third part, financial bust and economic downturn. The fourth, printing money and credit. The fifth, revolution and war. The sixth, debt and political restructuring. And the seventh, a new power and a new world order. I want to focus on stage 4, printing money and credit. We've obviously been through a pandemic. There's a lot of stimulus about at the minute. Our federal government has announced a pretty juicy budget. I think it's fair to say that we as a Western society have been somewhere in between stage 2, 3 and 4 for some time after dot-com bubbles, mining booms, GFC, COVID recessions. We've been grappling with a way of trying to tilt the scale back to stage 1. Bringing this back to the Nick Hatzoglou case study, he was embraced by the Sunshine Heights Cricket Club. He became a life member and the club's longest-serving president. His son, Peter, became secretary and eventually treasurer before getting a call up to play in the Big Bash. If you were to analyse the Sunshine Heights Cricket Club as a microeconomist, I think it's fair to say that the investment of embracing Nick as a Greek kid in the 70s paid off, not only for the club, but the Australian cricketing community more broadly. And if you were to apply this to Ray Dalio's scale of how nations rise and fall, I think the investment has helped Sunshine Heights Cricket Club stay in the peace, prosperity and productivity phase for a little bit longer. I guess what I'm getting at here is that what each of you are doing here today, advocating for multiculturalism, learning about Ramadan, breaking bread together, has such a great capability to shift us towards a brighter future. Multiculturalism makes for such a strong investment. So please, to all the esteemed dignitaries here, leaders, ministers, continue the investment. In my humble opinion, the return is enormous. Thanks and Ramadan Mubarak to all.